starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Green out there with Moody, and it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Sam Hauser, and it's Pritchard in at the point. Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Now here's Moody. Back to Curry. Fires the three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Right side Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Outside White. 4-3. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Outside Moody. Back to Green. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on White.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Free throw good. Green. And Doris, very disciplined are the Celtics at the defensive end of the floor.
And BA, they do something that great defensive teams do. They limit their fouls. They don't gamble for steals. They try to give up one contested shot. At the rim, it's all about verticality.
And both free throws good for Green.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
Now here's White. Here's Hauser. And the three off target. Outside Moody. Pass to Podziemski. Puts the move on. Good on the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Pritchard. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Pass to White. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
Curry against Pritchard. Vucevic with a steal. In transition, here they come. Brown inside, working on Porzingis. Hauser passes to Pritchard. Vucevic, a screen on Curry. Pritchard from outside. Shot clock at 5. White for 3. The rebound by Moody. White's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pritchard against Curry. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. And it's Green missing. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's White. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. White's got 5 now.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Outside Moody. Green, a screen. And Moody is good for 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Shot is up. And there's Pritchard. That's good. On the assist by Vucevic. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Moody. Green, a screen. No good on the three. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pritchard against Curry. Now here's Pritchard. He's covered closely.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Podziemski drills it from deep. He's got 5.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Hauser outside. It's Brown on the wing. Moody defends. Brown inside. Over Moody. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws.
Outside Podziemski. Six to shoot. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside White. Brown looking around. Here's Hauser. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Vucevic. Again, Golden State.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Brown in the high post. 23 points his last outing. Porzingis against Vucevic. And Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
The Warriors lead by 3. Now Curry. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Puts it up from 12. Boston with a rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside White. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Brown for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside, Green. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Moody from outside, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Brown with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Vucevic. Over Porzingis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Let's remember we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
And so Vucevic nails both of them.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
The Warriors leading. Curry finds Melton. Horford, a screen on White. Now Horford takes the three. Left side Curry. From deep, Melton. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, that's the gravity of Curry on display. He draws the D to him, leading to a three for a teammate.
And here's Brown for three. Horford pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Curry. Back to Horford. Melton outside. Launches it. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up. Melton's got 6 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Brown. Here's Vucevic. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, Vucevic has a great understanding of the pick and roll game, and his experience paying off there.
Melton on the wing. The three. Boston pulls it in. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Hauser, here we go. Shoots over Curry. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Now just a 3-point Warrior lead. Hauser's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Melton against White. Melton passes to Curry. Horford, a screen on Pritchard. Curry finds some space. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Warriors lead by 5. The Celtics have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Outside Pritchard. Outside Brown. Pass to White. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. White's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And that one's good. Melton.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Spencer comes in for Stephen Curry. There's a minute 54 left in the first. Pass to Queta. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. Here's Walsh. Drops in the 3.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Melton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Shireman. A minute 9 left in the first. Here's Gonzalez. Boston needs to get off a shot here. They get it again. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets. The Warriors, number 1.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the Warriors making a switch here. So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Melton. The three. Boston with a rebound. Here's Queta. 9 points in his last outing. Garza. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Melton outside. From deep. He can't hit that time. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Garza. Here's Queta. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Derek White getting it done for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back with you shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And it's Walsh in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Boston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Williams is checked in for Kristaps Porzingis.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. Good shot.
And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
You know, you've got to be willing to sit down on the pump fakes of Al Horford. He does an extraordinary job getting the defense to commit.
These are his first free throws of the game. That's good from Horford.
Well, Al Horford, one of the most respected veterans in this league. Why? Well, he's unselfish, and it's always about team first.
Post is checked in for the Warriors. Horford hits them both.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Here's Shireman. Still no points. Pass to Garza. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. And the Celtics lead by 5.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Melton outside. To the right side. And here's Post. Here's Santos. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Walsh. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's a 7-point Boston lead.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Melton misses. Boston has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Fades and shoots. The rebound by Post.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make.
Pass to Melton. Now here's Horford. The 3 is up. Queta pulls it in. Kid has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Garza. Horford covering. Tries a 10-footer and misses it off the right side of the rim. Warriors trail by 7. And here's Melton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Second team foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
For the Warriors, DeAnthony Melton taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Boston with some changes. Hauser, he's checked in for Garza. Jaylen Brown comes in for Walsh. And it's White in for Shireman. He does not get the second one.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Here's Queta, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Brown against Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White for 3. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by Boston.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
There's the block.
You talk about protecting the basket. Derek White with the big-time swat at the rim.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Queta. The kick out to White. 3-pointer. They get it back. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, this is his bread and butter, folks. You know he's going to be hounding every missed opportunity.
A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, BA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for post. And it's Stephen Curry in for Horford. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Melton outside, shoots over White, and the Warriors miss again.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And here's Brown. He has 6. Pass to White from downtown. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Santos. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Golden State. Gonzalez passes to White. Here's Hauser. The 3 is up. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. To the paint. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
First one falls for him. Boston making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. that's good as he hits both shots. Celtics lead by 7. Pass to Gonzalez. Vucevic, a screen on Curry. Now here's White. Shot clock at 6. Hauser outside. Here's the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Hauser's got 8.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And here is Green. Melton outside. Launches a 3. He hits it. His 4th make in 10 tries.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Vucevic against Green. Now here's Vucevic. He had 9 points in his last time out. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And a chance for us to show you this season's top scorers. For Jaylen Brown.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
Outside Moody. Curry looking it over. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on White.
Perhaps the last guy in the history of the NBA that you want to put at the free throw line. Stephen Curry will go down as one of the all-time great free throw shooters.
It's his first trip to the line. First one at the line is good.
Boy, when you think about Stephen Curry, his style, his shooting, all the abilities have influenced the way we think about the game of basketball. Incredible.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Curry against White. Hauled in by Curry.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Here's Green. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
Well, Draymond Green can dole out as much punishment as he receives, and right there goes into the teeth of the defense.
Outside, Brown. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Podziemski. Takes a 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Goes up on the baseline. Outside White. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Santos good. Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Curry against White. Pass to Brown. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
He was not about to be denied. Jaylen Brown just muscles that home.
Green with a screen on Brown. Outside Pajemski. Puts up a three. Boston pulls it in. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Walsh. Offline with a three. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Pajemski. The shot no good. Nice D from Brown. Now White. Hauser outside. Here's Walsh. Back to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. White for 3. Pajemski grabs the board.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back over to you, Brian.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Hey, Boston, let's get Walsh.
Pritchard's checked in for Walsh.
Number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Now here's White, defended by Pajemski. Left side Pritchard. White for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Here's Green. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
Outside White. Back to Brown. Crafty move. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024 doors.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
Now here's Pritchard. 26 points for him last game against Golden State.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Out left to the wing. Here's Santos. He's averaging about 6 points per game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
White, the pass to Brown. Picked by Vucevic. Brown can't hit. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Pass to Moody. Here's Santos. The 3 from Curry. Curry splashes it in.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
And here's Brown. Moody defends. Left side, Brown. Pass to Vucevic. Lets it go from deep. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, Vucevic matching threes and clapping right back.
Here's Curry. Here's Green. Off target from the baseline. And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Coach Mazzulla, a pretty good start for you guys. As we look at the second half, what's the message in the locker room?
Just continue to do what we do. We had great poise when they were making tough shots and they went on a run. So we played well, we executed. And once we get to our spacing and our early offense, we're hard to guard.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. There's the shot. Next time. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Golden State Warriors.
They're pulling out all the stops, refusing to back down, getting themselves to the line. They've got that defense frustrated.
You know what impresses me? That the refs aren't out of breath from blowing the whistle so much.
That's a good one, Ernie.
Okay guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver, Orlando, and Detroit.
Okay, enough.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Celtics. And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot. Now here's Brown. And there's a 3-second violation. Some small forwards who find open teammates. The assist leaders over the last month. Jaylen Brown, number 1.
And we've all heard the term point forward thrown around casually. But when it comes to him, it definitely applies.
Oh, no doubt. He is their decision maker offensively, the one who calls the shots. And those decisions are almost always the right ones. He is just so smart with the basketball.
No one covering. Curry's got 16 points now.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
Now here's Pritchard. Up top, Vucevic. Outside White. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Porzingis. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Green finds Curry. Back to Green. Now here's Podziemski. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Porzingis with a screen on Pritchard. Green. Boston pulls it in.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Vucevic. in there. Vucevic with the assist. Vucevic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Now here's Podziemski. Again, the Warriors score. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Brown passes to White. Brown inside. Moody defends. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
That's tipped. Outside White. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Vucevic. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry with it. Guarded by Hauser. Jacks up a 3. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 19 points.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Celtics. With the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
Well, right now for Boston, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Now here's Brown. 10 points for him. White can't hit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pritchard surviving the D. Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry, puts up a deep 3. Hauser grabs the board. Hauser's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to Vucevic. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. White for 3. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic is a lot to handle. Does a great job drawing that contact.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he drops the first.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors trail by 3. Down low. Here's Podziemski. Shots blocked.
This is one of the best attributes of Derek White. His ability to block shots, maybe second to none.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That sends Sam Hauser to the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
With 1 shot, Sam Hauser.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Podziemski. Outside, Green. The kick out, Curry. They need this. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Lets the 3 fly. The Warriors pull it in. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Green finds Curry. Out to Horford. And here's Moody. Now here's Curry. Covered by Vucevic. From the arc. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Up top, Brown. 12 points for him. It's Vucevic, high post. He's against Horford. Again, the miss by Boston.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Podziemski. He's got 9. Horford, right side. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the Warriors with another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to White. Now Vucevic. Here's Brown. Clock at 6. Over Moody. Again, the miss by Boston. Golden State has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Boston's gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Horford against Vucevic. And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Curry against Pritchard. Beyond the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Boston leading by 3. Hauser left side. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Curry. Here's Horford, covered by Vucevic. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Nice work from the veteran big man Al Horford getting things done inside.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics entertainment.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Melton, he's checked in for Podziemski. Melton against White. Pass to Walsh. Outside Pritchard. Fires for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Pritchard's got 8.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside, Green. Back to Curry for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Now here's Vucevic. 11 points in the game. Six on the shot clock. The kick out to White. Let's go with a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Curry at the rim.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Pass to Walsh. And there's the screen. Back to White. Now Vucevic. Horford covering. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Al Horford's defensive abilities, that rim protection is exactly what you get nightly.
Outside Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Outside Pritchard. Now White. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. Pritchard, no good. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Horford inside. Working on Vucevic. Horford passes to Curry. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Pass to White. The three ball. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. All right, time now to bring you the teams leading the league in second chance points in the past month. Fourth, the Celtics.
And the energy this team plays with on the offensive glass is infectious. They simply don't give up and keep after plays, which has boded well for them.
.146 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Horford. From 10 feet away. That shot is off. Boston leading by 3. Here's Gonzalez. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Now here's Brown. Here's Walsh. Takes the three. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Melton outside. Horford left side. Pass to Melton. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Oh, love the intensity once they're hitting the boards.
Fade away. And Boston again with the bucket.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Screen by Horford. There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Boston leading by 8. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Gonzalez passes to Brown. And Boston again with the bucket.
Yeah, tonight has been all about Jaylen Brown, a legit star in this league.
Melton outside. Pass to Horford. To stop the run. Count it. Good. Horford's got 6.
Come on now, that's easy money.
It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Shireman in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Melton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
The free throw drops for Melton. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics lead by 6. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Shireman. Here's Walsh. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors trail by 6. To the middle, and stolen by Brown. Here's Gonzalez, here's Walsh, and that one's good. Nice pass to set him up.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Melton outside. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis taking the contact.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Brown passes to Keita. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 8 assists here tonight.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Now here's Porzingis. Puts it up from 17, and it comes off the front of the rim. Boston leading by 8. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Gonzalez. Right side Brown. Shot from 16. Porzingis grabs the board. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Melton. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And here's Porzingis. Oh, KP with the 3.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Gonzalez passes to Brown. Inside, here's Keita. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Boston. And Golden State also making a switch. Curry's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Curry. Melton outside. From deep. Boston pulls it in. They've led by as many as 11. Outside, Brown. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Walsh. Now here's Brown. Oh my goodness! Brown would not be denied!
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Right side Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Here's Melton. After the basket by Boston. Pass to Curry. Back to Melton. Back to Curry. Lets it go. Money from the wing. Curry's got 31 points.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Here's Gonzalez. Outside, Brown. The three is up. Santos pulls it in. Santos has got his 4th rebound in this one. The three is up. Nails it from 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Brown with it. From down low. Another one falls for Boston.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Golden State with it. The Celtics making their last shot. Curry, that's good.
Boy, it's hard to add up how much damage Curry has done with his shot in his career. This jump shot has been one of the greatest weapons we've ever seen.
Now here's Vucevic. Pass to Gonzalez. And here's Brown for 3. Another miss by Brown. Warriors trail by 6. Melton passes to Curry. Back to Melton. Beyond the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the paint. Here's Brown. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Brown's got 15 points here in the second half. The Warriors have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Melton outside. Here's Santos. From outside the arc. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 36 points. Celtics lead by 5. And here's Brown. Pass to Gonzalez. Over to the wing. The 11-footer. And Boston again with the bucket.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
The Warriors have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Curry finds Melton. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, helping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Now here's Vucevic. Back to Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Outside Curry. Shoots from 14. Boston pulls it in. Vucevic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Pass to Walsh. This one for 3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Oh, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Melton outside. And here's Curry for 3. Unanswered 3 from Curry.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Celtics lead by 6. Here's Gonzalez. Brown passes to Gonzalez. Pass to Shireman. And here's Brown. Fires for 3. Porzingis there for the rebound.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Now here's Curry. Let's loose for 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Warriors making a change here. Left side White.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
At the line for your Celtics, Derek White. At the line for 2 shots.
That's good from White.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
White hits them both.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
Porzingis surveying the floor. Outside Curry. Shoots a 3. Oh, an offensive board for the Warriors. Moody! The 3 is off.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
It's stolen by Green. It's Podziemski on the wing. He's guarded by White. Curry against Pritchard. Leaps for it. On the wing, Green. Green able to hit from 3.
Draymond Green in a big spot delivers with nice calmness. Go ahead, Draymond.
Out inside. Moody defends. 11 feet out. That one goes. Yes, sir.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with a big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Pritchard against Curry. deep. Good. Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Left side, Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Well, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Green fires. Ooh, he can't tie it up. That one's no good. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Now Vucevic. And he nails it.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Golden State calls timeout. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Now here's Pajemski. Defense is right there. Cashes it in!
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
They've led by as many as 11, and they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And an intentional foul right there.
Moody. Personal foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that puts him up 5. Outside, Green. Stephen Curry! Oh, it doesn't go! And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for your Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Boston with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Please,
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
Just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey, it's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.